We go to Cheboygan, Michigan, where Robert Cox, 38 years old, purchased approximately $10,000 worth of gold using counterfeit money. What he didn't know is the victim took precautions for just this situation.
Fortunately, the victim here was able to get a picture of the defendant's license plate, and the Mackinac City Police Department did an excellent job quickly locating the defendant.
Police issued a felony warrant for his arrest, and he turned himself in. His criminal record spans over 20 years, including 16 felonies. Now in custody, he sits in circuit court for sentencing before Judge Aaron Gauthier.
He was off of parole for 6 months when he committed the Delta County felonies and then committed this felony while on bond in Delta County. He's unemployed with a high school diploma. I think here I would ask the court to follow the plea agreement that any incarceration order would be concurrent to the 24 months sentenced by Delta County. However, I think there's here reasons to exceed guidelines. There's a number of victim crimes when looking through his criminal history in the PSI. The frequency of criminal conduct that he's had from 2004 to current, and also that PRV stops at 4 low-severity felonies, and the defendant has 11 more. So we recommend top of the guidelines or exceed guidelines, but still would ask the sentence to run concurrent based on our plea agreement. Thank you.
All right. Well, Mr. Cox, you're only 38 years old. You've got 16 prior felonies, 3 prior misdemeanors. Honestly, you've got a quite shocking history of a 20-year career of thievery and stealing from anybody and everybody in any method that you can think of to do it. It's really remarkable, and in several different jurisdictions, several different victims, and in this case, you're stealing somebody's coin collection by giving them fake money. It's a substantial loss that victim has incurred. I'm setting restitution at $10,000, but I have absolutely no confidence that the victim will ever see a penny from you, except the measly amounts we're going to take out of your commissary account from prison. So restitution's at $10,000, crime victim's assessment of $130, state cost of $68, court cost of $350. And when I consider you on the spectrum of people who I would sentence for possession of counterfeit notes, you're among the worst of those offenders, given a 20-year track record of crime. So I'm going to sentence you to the maximum that I'm allowed by law, which is 2/3 of that maximum. So I'm going to commit you to the Michigan Department of Corrections for not less than 56 months, nor more than 7 years. You are entitled to credit for 77 days previously served. I would do discretionary consecutive sentencing, but there's a plea agreement for concurrent sentencing, so I will follow that. It'll be concurrent sentence, but that's the sentence of the court. It does exceed the advisory guidelines, and I agree with every reason stated by the prosecutor and those that I have placed on the record for reasons to exceed the guidelines, and I believe that a 2/3 max is a proportionate sentence given your history. So that's the sentence of the court. If you wish to appeal, you can file an application for leave to appeal to the Michigan Court of Appeals. If you want a lawyer, I'd give you one, but you'd have to ask me within 6 months. We're going to see to it that you get a copy of those appeal rights. We're going to ask that you initial one and send it back to us so we have a record to give it to you, and the other ones for you to fill out if you wish to take an appeal. Good luck to you, sir.
Your Honor, he was sentenced 8 days ago, so the PSI did not contemplate that, so it would actually be 8 days less than the 77.
Oh, so that'd be 69 days credit. Okay, he's not entitled to the time that he's been serving the Delta County, so minus 8 days, it would be 69 days credit, not 77. Mr. Gilbert, anything to say about that issue?
No, I agree with that.
All right, Mr. Cox, 56 months to 7 years, 69 days credit. File an appeal if you wish, and good luck to you.